Stop it. I am your host, Zach Peterson, the host of the podcast you're watching. Stop it. Stop it. The only podcast that stops it before it starts and never really starts. It's just a podcast. You get it. You've been here before. Please rate, reviews, and subscribe on all the things. Okay. With me today is my... See, I told you it was going to be bad.
Yeah. No, the Warp Tour sack is coming out so early.
Yeah. Well, it's usually a popcorn bucket.
Okay.
That's like iron and everything, but you can't bring buckets on flights anymore.
Is that true?
I mean, not since the terrorists and the bucket person.
You can bring a live lobster.
Can you?
On a flight. Yeah, and it pisses me off because you can buy a whole ass live lobster at the Boston airport.
Right.
And you can take that shit on. I'm like, I got to give you my nail clippers? For what? What can I do with nail clippers that I couldn't do with a whole box of live lobsters? That's been bothering me for years.
I didn't know that you could bring a whole ass lobster.
Yeah.
I feel like that's far more dangerous than nail clippers.
That's what I've been saying.
Have you seen someone do it? Is that how you found out?
No, well, maybe. I mean, you're supposed to keep them in a box, I think.
Yeah.
But when last time I was flying through the Boston airport, it was a whole thing. It was like, get your live lobsters here to carry on, like in the airport.
Like a duty-free store.
Yeah. Duty-free lobsters.
Boston. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You know, and we should test that theory.
100%.
I wonder if we can get lobsters through security.
That would be the trick. I don't know if you
Right.
have to buy your lobsters. It's like a water bottle.
Yeah. Lobster is nature's water bottle.
Yeah, it is.
In the eyes of TSA.
Yeah, you could preload that shell with explosives. So if you've got to buy your lobsters after security, and that way it's safe.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. You can't bring lobsters on plane. Not after the lobster bomber.
Yeah. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. This country's going to hell of a handbasket when you can't bring lobsters through security.
Yeah, you got to buy. That's a grift.
Yeah, they're going to need real ID soon.
Yeah, your real lobster ID.
Oh, you got to tell people who you are and why they should care.
Oh, well, I think I've made it pretty clear why they should care. I'm up to date on what live animals you can and can't bring through the Boston airport. My name's Hayden Kristal. I do stand-up, but relatively few people care about that. I have famous pets, and that's why you should care. I do the posting for them. So,
can you bring any of them through TSA?
No, none of them have ever been through TSA. I don't trust any of them in a place with armed security.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know your horse, Chicken Nugget, right?
Yep.
You've shown me pictures of your dog.
Yes.
Which is very cool dog, very, very interesting dog.
Mm-hmm.
What pets am I missing?
I have 5 horses and 3 donkeys and 4 dogs.
Whoa. Yeah. That's cool.
It's fun. I like it.
Okay. Yeah.
They're good kids.
That's good. That's good. Where can people see your
internet?
They just go to internet.com?
Yeah, internet.com. If you just shout it, internet. I do this bit that everyone but me hates, where when I want something, I just yell it like I'm asking for Siri.
Yeah.
Like when we get in the car, I'll just go like, cottage cheese I like, until my girlfriend takes me to where we want to go.
That's good. That's how things should work. Yeah.
And if you have a butch girlfriend, that is how it works.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Well.
Really, anyone you annoy into submission, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, is my wife butch? I don't know. And
you would know.
Well, I'm not going to comment anything on my wife. No, I don't think that's a good decision. I don't think she is. Whatever she is, she's the best. Yeah. Let's just say that.
Great.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's start with questions.
I'm so excited.
Okay, cool. They're always good. They're never a bad one in here. I mean, I did have 150 written by ChatGPT. I wrote the rest.
Okay.
So
how many are there total?
We probably topped off about 1,000.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like 154.
Yeah, no. There's this is like the 30th episode.
Oh,
so we've had. I'm surprised you haven't heard of the podcast.
Yeah,
it's only like the 5th podcast that's ever been released.
Yeah, no, there's really none of them. Mm-hmm. I had to Google that word. I just yelled it until my girlfriend looked at it. Okay, what's our question?
I missed the day where we learned long division in 2nd grade, and I still don't know how to do it. Could you explain it to me?
Oh no, I can't. I went to. You watch Arrested Development?
Yeah.
They send maybe to a new age feel goodery.
Oh, okay.
I went to a new age middle goodery, so I cannot do long division.
Sure.
I can't explain it. I can. You open your phone and you type it in, or you just yell the equation until someone helps you.
Right. right. Yeah, I missed long division day, and I missed the times table of 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
So someone's like 6 times 7, like can't help you.
No.
Yeah, 9 times 8, you bet.
Yeah.
72.
Sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Portland is just what would happen if a city was a Montessori school.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just been metastasizing
Right.
outwards.
Right.
It is. I feel very at home here.
Yeah, me too.
I thrive here. I think I could be the mayor of Portland in like 6 weeks.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you have the right fixed gear bike, they'll put you forward real quick.
Yeah.
I was raised by a hippie in the woods, so
Yeah.
Portland. I feel like the only thing I don't like about it is they don't have any Quiznos.
Oh, yeah. That's a bummer.
Yeah, right. They support the arts, not toasted subs.
Yeah. That is bullshit.
I expect better.
When I'm mayor, we're taking down everything. Every craft brewery is going to be replaced with a Quiznos.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm here for the people.
I thought this place was progressive.
I know, right?
No Quiznos.
Yeah, no Quiznos is crazy.
I guess they have one in Vancouver. They did a show in Vancouver yesterday, and I was complaining about it because.
Did you do the underbar?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I don't care.
Evergreen something?
I don't know. I've done one show in Vancouver, and it was awesome. But
Vancouver's nice.
it is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Canada like I thought when I originally agreed to do that show.
Right. And they have a Quiznos.
Yeah, which is all you could possibly need.
Mm-hmm. Outside of Simi Limits, Quiznos are allowed.
Okay. Are they doing like the Burlington thing where like we don't have any chains in the city limit?
I don't know.
That can't possibly be true. I've seen chains here.
Right.
I saw Popeyes.
That's right.
Yeah.
What
okay.
a world.
Next one.
What's the best vampire movie?
The best vampire movie?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hugely a movie guy. I think they're too long.
Too long?
Yeah. That's my major criticism of movies.
I just want to make sure.
I walk you out of your own podcast
on
that.
Nope. This is a long movie podcast.
I don't know. What movie has vampires? The only one coming to mind is Twilight. So I guess, and which I have not seen, but I guess I'm probably going to go with.
Blade? Blade 2? Blade 3? That's all. That's it. That's all I know.
I'm like, oh, Blade 3. Okay, yeah.
Nosferatu. That's the newest one.
Yep.
The Zeitgeist.
Which I heard was good.
I liked
right?
it.
Okay.
You like Robert Eggers? The Witch? The Northman? The Lighthouse? No,
none of it.
Movies are too long.
I like and the only exception is the Jurassic Park movies. I see all of those in theaters.
Really?
Yeah, and it makes my dad crazy because
that is wild.
They're the only movies I like, and my dad every time he's like, because my dad's a big movie guy and he always wants to go to the movie theater, and every time when I'm gearing up for another JP, my dad,
JW now.
Yeah, true. I'm a casual. But my dad goes like, Hayden, why is this he's like, what do you think is going to happen? You think the dinosaurs are going to get out and cause a ruckus? I'm like, I don't know, Dad. I got to go see it in theaters so it doesn't get spoiled.
Yeah.
That's good. They put a vampire in one of those, I would watch.
Have you watched, like at the end of each of these, you're like, yeah, that's great. I like that.
Yeah.
Have you been let down by a Jurassic World Park?
Yeah, Jurassic World Park. I thought that the second two of the middle iteration were not great.
Okay.
I was like, they tried to get like a cloning storyline in there. They tried to get like ethics, and I'm like, that's not
right.
That's not why we're here.
Right.
I would watch what was it, the Pope thing, that movie? Like I would watch that if I wanted like politics and ethics and nonsense. I don't Conclave. That's what it was.
I like that movie.
Of the part of it I stayed awake for, I thought was great.
Yeah.
But like I'll watch that again if I want that. I want dinosaurs fucking shit up. I'm like,
right.
we don't need to. We don't need pretense.
Yeah.
We all know why we're here.
Come on, let's get to the dinosaur mischief.
Yeah, that's all I want.
Yeah, it's like a lower stakes version of Godzilla.
Yeah, and it's rooted in science, so I can feel classy about it.
Sure. Me, an academic, loves the Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I spent the afternoon at the museum. It's just me watching Jurassic Park over and over again. I just love history.
But okay. No vampires in those. But let me see if there's no vampire movies they've watched.
I don't
know.
I feel like there's something. Nope.
No. No Dracula. There's a multitude of Draculas.
There's a lot of Draculas.
Well,
I like. This is the most. There was a rumor in Denver comedy for a second that I was ex-Mormon, which I'm not. I'm Jewish.
Rumor to start?
I was bat mitzvahed, but like I was like when I talk about movies, I'm like I see how.
Yeah.
I get it.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Just not a. Yeah. See, movies are so central to me growing up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that was like literally how I related to people. So it like that was like such a big thing, and I couldn't imagine. But
I'm hard of hearing, and I didn't know movies could have captions on them till I was an adult. So I feel like maybe that I was like, this sucks. This experience sucks.
And I mean, like, I don't think you're as old as me, but like, back with the technology that I was raised with, a very difficult thing to achieve with the technology, having captions, specifically for VHS tapes. You know, not exactly the most accessible stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Move on. No vampire talk.
No vampire talk. Yeah, sorry.
There's a very vocal part of listenership that was like more vampire stuff, and sort of let them down.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vlad.
Yeah, like 98% of your demographic is in Romania.
Yeah. It's a real popular podcast in the country of Georgia. This is a long question.
Great.
It is a ethical question.
Great.
You are a doctor at a top hospital. You have 6 gravely ill patients, 5 of whom are in urgent need of an organ transplant.
Okay.
You can't help them, though, because there are no available organs used to save lives. The 6th patient, however, will die without a particular medicine. If they die, you'll be able to save the other 5 patients by using the organs of patient 6. What do you do?
I mean, they have the medicine. Like, you gotta do, both my parents are medical doctors.
Yeah.
So I know what they pay for malpractice insurance. Like,
yeah. Fiscally, save the person.
One more time.
Fiscally,
you gotta use that medicine. I think ethically, that's the trolley problem. And I do think that comics can have like stances on morals, and I do think comedy can be used as a tool for these kind of discussions. I will say I'm not the guy.
Right.
Yeah, not for this one.
Yeah, and I honestly think it would be if you let someone die, that's bad.
Yeah, I will say that's a brave stance to take, but
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, murder's bad.
Yeah,
if you don't let someone die. I mean, I understand the inverse.
I do.
Right, if you're like because 5 people are more than 1 people.
Mm-hmm.
But we are not. See that, and this is why it's a question for discussion, because I mean, letting one person die is different than having 5 people die.
Yeah.
But are you letting 5 people die by not letting 1 person die?
I mean, kind of, but I mean, then I would argue it wouldn't have to be that. I mean, you could just go kill a guy on the street.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Why is it this 1 person we have to let die to help these folks? It wasn't our failure that they don't have organs, as much as we want them to the organs.
Yeah.
We don't want them to die. We're not okay with them dying, but it seems like that's going to be a loss regardless.
Yeah. Also, the science part of me is like, there's no way that one guy is a match for all 5 of these people on the same ward.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So you just let them die, and you're like, oh, be negative.
Whoops, we reject the kidney. Okay,
yep.
Well.
Oh, okay.
That guy had a family.
I did my best.
All right. That's very reasonable.
Yeah.
All right. Moving
Thanks,
on.
I'm a doctor.
Like, yeah, we've seen all of the Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah.
What does comfort mean to you, and how do you find it?
Ooh, that's a great question. These are deeper than what I thought it was going to be.
Don't worry, they get worse.
Okay, great.
They go
I do
back and
think,
forth.
for context, we need to tell your audience what happened the last time we recorded a podcast together.
That's right.
And where we were.
Right.
One of my all-time favorite road stories. We were recording a podcast in a funeral home in Southern Colorado, because that guy feels very strongly that what he owns is an event space. And it's like, yeah, one specific event. But we're recording this podcast in a funeral home, and I had done this train tour to get to the festival that we were doing. And Amtrak I did sign a non-disparagement agreement.
Really?
With Amtrak? Yeah, but I think that was only like for that specific thing. And I don't know.
Right.
Sue me, Amtrak. It's what a nightmare place. I was tweeting Pete Buttigieg from the train. I was like, there are gay people here. You got to do something. But we just didn't eat or sleep for like a week, and so we all were like, those of us from the train were like army crawling in, like dragging our worn, torn bodies. And so we're recording this funeral home podcast, and I like start to not feel good. It was a lineup. There were a couple people, and I'm like, my stomach is starting to really hurt. And I'm like, I just take my headset off. I'm like, I'm gonna run. And then I run out into the lobby of this funeral home, and I was wearing a dress that buttoned and had elastic in the middle. And I was, again, delirious. So I was like, well, my stomach obviously hurts like this pain I've never felt before because there's elastic touching my stomach.
Oh, sure.
And so I start unbuttoning my dress to get the elastic off my stomach. And then I was like looking for a bathroom, but I wasn't about to start throwing open random doors in this funeral home.
Right. Yeah,
And
that's
so-
one of the last places you want to do that.
Yeah, they don't like it. And so I'm like, my dress is open. I'm like zipping around, kind of running in like little pigeon circles looking for any bathroom, and I couldn't find one. I'm like, something is very wrong. And then so I run out and I throw up into the bushes at this funeral home, and then immediately texted my mom and girlfriend who came to see me perform at the festival. And I was like, hey, we got to go to the hospital now.
Yeah.
And then I showed up there, and I like through tears was explaining what, like, I was on this train tour, and the doctor goes, he was like, oh, coming in from Chicago, huh? And I was like, no, I was on the other side. Who else is here?
Oh, yeah,
It was Zach Moss.
Zach Moss,
Yeah.
Denver comedian.
Yeah. But anytime I see Zach, like, hey, remember the time we were recording in a podcast in a funeral home and I had to go to the hospital?
Right.
Yeah.
What was it? It was just exhaustion?
No, the valve between my stomach and the rest of everything was like crazy inflamed.
Whoa.
Yeah, that sucked. It did not feel
right.
great. And what I didn't love is that the doctor walked in. He goes, "I've actually never seen this before."
Oh, that's
It's
what
a
you
hell
want.
of an opener.
Right, yeah.
I'm all right. I'm hooked. Anyways, I forgot what the rest of the question was. Oh, comfort.
Yeah,
what does that mean
comfort,
to you?
yeah. It's not doing a podcast in a funeral home.
No, but to go the other way, everything makes me uncomfortable. I'm just a deeply uncomfortable person all the time, but I always feel like if I can make the other person more uncomfortable than I am, then I've won the interaction.
Right.
And then I feel safe. And so I feel like if I had a funeral home, I would have like everything would be a home game for me.
Right. Yeah.
Like, oh, you want to come over?
Yeah.
Like, if you can just
Yeah.
upset that balance a little bit, then you have the high ground.
Yeah, say whatever you like, in between the coffins, on top of the coffins, wherever. Just, you're not going to feel good about it.
Yeah, I just want people to be a little uneasy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I have the advantage, because that's where I live. That's where I thrive.
Yeah, that's like a basketball strategy.
Sure.
It's like you got to upset their game plan. You just got to be difficult to deal with. And then you'll upset their game plan, therefore you'll win.
Yeah. I got invited. I was just in Minneapolis, and my friends, they were like, you want to go see a Twins game? And I said, sure. And that is how I learned that the Twins play baseball. So these...
Right.
Yeah, the sports thing. But sure, yeah, you throw them off, and I assume that would work.
Right.
That's plausible.
I mean, it's a good strategy. That's what you want to do. And you want to
Yeah.
upset the other person's game plan. It's
Yeah.
a power move
Yeah, it's comforting, circling it all.
to make other people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I like it. I think otherwise it's going to be like, I don't like socks that have the toe lining in it.
I get that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bad feel.
That's good. We'll stop it and we'll move on.
Great.
We'll see if this one's any good. Do you have a favorite soundtrack of a movie? You say you don't like movies, but
Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never
That
heard of it.
soundtrack. You've never heard of it?
No.
The cinematic classic masterpiece?
Yeah, I'm a big movie guy.
Yeah. It's
No, I haven't.
there's just wall-to-wall bangers
Okay.
on the Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron soundtrack.
Well, what kind of music?
It's like I think it's like Phil Collins did
Really?
it.
Okay.
Maybe. It's not that genre of guy. The same way like the Tarzan soundtrack goes so hard.
Mm-hmm,
It's Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, but it's a little bit of like gritty Mustang, like come and take it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it an animated movie?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It is. It's formative. You understand a lot more about every horse girl between the age of, I would say, 25 and 50 if you watch that movie.
I probably would.
Yeah, it was good. I thought it had a horse in it. So
Yeah. I mean, that would raise my understanding of horse girls to some knowledge.
yeah, that's
which is
great.
more than now.
Yeah.
You know Shannon Norman out of Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They were on the podcast, and there was a question that we couldn't decipher, and there was a
Okay.
lot of input through because I posted it as a clip
Mhm.
on TikTok, and it was, why aren't there more horse boys? Because I feel like it's like the sort of attraction to like the lifestyle of riding and keeping horses. I mean, I can see how it could be traditionally gendered, but I mean, I think we're beyond that, and maybe not in the horse world, but why don't we hear more about horse boys?
It's sexism. It's because when guys do it, they're cowboys, and they're like, it's like a Western style of life. Even for like English riders, it's like, oh, that's a sport. But when
Right.
girls do it, it's like, you have a crazy hobby.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I really truly think that's most of it.
That makes sense. I mean, that's we pontificated. We thought maybe it's like, yeah, well, I mean, maybe there's cowboys. Maybe they have a cover to make it more like masculine because no one wants to like I nurture and care. Like no one.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I truly think that it's like you're riding an animal. You're riding a 1,200-pound animal, and in the woods, and it's rugged. And when girls do it, it's like you have a pet.
Right. Yeah. I mean that makes total sense.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I think we've put that debate to rest.
Yeah. I will say that's why I've been going with nay them.
It's fun. That's really fun.
I did this event in Lexington, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the board of an LGBTQ conference, and we did this event, and I spoke at that conference, and the city of Lexington was one of our sponsors, and so they gave me a welcome basket, and their logo is just a blue horse silhouette, and because it's a very horsey city, and also very gay, and so one of the things they gave me a bunch of stuff with a rainbow version of this horse, which rules, but one of the things they gave me was a button. And it was like, they're like, what do kids love? Buttons. And it was like, you're thinking button, but it's full on like saucer plate sized.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it's got the rainbow horse in the middle. And then around the outside, it says, ask me my pronouns. And it says, fuck all about the city of Lexington. It's just a rainbow horse
Yeah.
with ask me my pronouns. And I was like, nay, them, done.
That's okay. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a great town. I was just there.
Yeah, I've never been, but that's good. I mean, there has to. I mean, especially if there are horse boys or horsemen.
Yeah.
Like it has to be of a more caring ilk of individuals. You'd think, right?
Caring?
Caring, yeah.
Yeah.
You think?
No, I know tons of horse mammals that love their horses and are nurturing and kind.
You sort of have to be, because
Well, you definitely don't have to be. But yeah, I know tons of them who are just as like.
I guess it's just not a trope, Like
No.
you don't hear the trope as often.
No, and I truly think it's because for women it's a hobby, for men it's like a career.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable explanation. All right, moving on. Let's see, what is this? I don't like that one. Okay. Is there anyone out there
I'm
that you would like to apologize to?
No. Yeah, there's got to be. Big two that come to mind are social interactions that I biffed pretty hard by accident.
I get that.
I was in Santa Fe, New Mexico, I think 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wearing a shirt. My show shirt says, "Save a horse, ride a lesbian."
Mm-hmm.
And I was coming back from a show at like 1 a.m. and I had a bag of Chipotle with me. And as I'm walking up into my hotel, the DoubleTree in Santa Fe, there's like a little like TikTok teenager with like the broccoli hair and like basketball shorts standing out front. And he like looks at me and like make eye contact. He goes, "You les?" And I was like, "Yup." Double bird. Yup. And then I strutted in to the hotel to get a cookie. And because DoubleTree does that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was brave. I ended bigotry. I earned a cookie. Yeah. And so I go in to get my cookie and I'm standing at the desk and this little punk walks in and then he's like, he goes up to the front desk lady and he's like, "Was there a DoorDash delivery?" And she was like, "What's the name?" And he goes, "Leslie." And so he was not asking, "Are you Les?" He was like, "Are you Leslie?" Because at 1 a.m., some rando lady walked up with a bag of food.
Completely reasonable mistake. But
also, and then, yep. And then Leslie said, "Yup," and then booked a room to eat his burrito.
Wow.
And so I do, I just ran upstairs. Do you know Adam Newman?
Yes.
I was with Adam Newman and I ran up and I banged on his door and I was like, "We got to leave the fucking state, dude. Like, we got to go."
That's like a Larry David. Like, that's like Curb Your Enthusiasm level mistake.
Oh yeah, that was one of the most. I have just started telling that on stage because my friend made me. But I was so embarrassed I didn't talk about it for like a year.
Right.
I still feel sick when I think about it.
Right. But how would that even enter your mind of that being a possibility?
No, well, I will say in this kid's defense, I realized after the fact that I was wearing a pullover sweatshirt over my shirt. Mm-hmm. So he wasn't reading nothing. I just was on the defensive, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, boy, that was that social interaction had a 300% mortality rate with him, me, and Leslie.
Yeah, wow. So
big bummer.
Yeah, so
I am so sorry, DoubleTree Inn kid.
Yeah, I also apologize. I know I didn't have much to do with it, but
it hurts, right?
It does. Oof.
Yep.
Sorry for the situation.
Yeah, and then the other one was I was at a festival a couple months ago, and we went on a float trip, and that was very fun, community building, and not the first festival I've been on a boat at.
That's right.
Alaska. We took a wildlife cruise together in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, that was so much fun. And then I was doing another float trip, another comedy festival, and I was headlining. And I was like, it'd be nice. Like, there's a river near this town. I was like, I'm gonna be like, tell the organizer, like, let's organize a float trip and let's do that all day Saturday because it'll be great to bond. And I'm headlining now and I'm trying to like connect and make myself available to young and up and coming comic. And they sent back a like, the weather's not great for that right now. Like, very clipped. And I was like, okay, I guess you don't want like team. It's because the river was really high. And like the day that I sent that, like a bunch of people had died on a float trip. Yeah. And I was like, there was no way for me to know that. But like, as they're watching this news, I was like, it'd be fun.
Yeah. But I think there's some grace there. They can be like, oh, they're just out of towners. They don't know. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know, but I did also. I'm. You know who you are, and I'm very sorry that I made you send me that text.
Yeah. To
politely explain why we couldn't go.
Yeah.
On a float trip.
They're probably listeners, so sorry, Vlad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the Transylvania Comedy Festival.
I think there's a Transylvania University in Lexington, Kentucky. Actually, a place in Kentucky.
Maybe.
I know I bought the T-shirt when I was there.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's Lexington.
Yeah, because you just said you hadn't been there.
Maybe
So which is it?
I don't know. I can get my story straight.
Dun dun.
I don't know. But yeah, there's a Transylvania University in Kentucky.
That plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so excited when I saw it. 'Cause I was like, I want a T-shirt, and I went to their bookstore and I got it. That's I have fun. I have good stories too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Riveting.
I have to say that I would like to apologize to anyone who dealt with me in my 30s or 20s, or mostly when I was drunk all the time.
That's yeah.
I mean, I feel as though like I probably hurt a lot of feelings. I don't know for sure because I was drunk, but my bad. Sorry about that.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think it comforts anyone, even but besides for me to say it.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's also a good point. This is really just for you.
It is. Well, it's my podcast.
I love the idea of all the people you were ruthlessly brutal to when you were drinking are just like huge. They're like, God, he's such a dick, but I love this podcast.
I don't know if I've ever been ruthlessly brutal, but I have been uncaring and just stupid.
Okay.
To other people.
No, that's...
Yeah. I mean, I've never... Maybe I have. I don't know.
Yeah, and they put up with it because the podcast is so good.
Yeah. It's like, well, Peterson fucking was an asshole to me about 12 years ago, but I hear he started a new podcast based out of Omaha and Heard At Media. I got to watch.
Well, yeah, it's unescapable.
Mm-hmm. All right. I want to find a good one.
Okay.
All right. This one, I don't know if it's good, but it's the one in my hand. Do you think you're self-aware or self-conscious?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
I think both. I'm definitely self-conscious. I know that. I'm like,
yeah.
Is this okay? Is everything, are you mad at me? Are you,
Mm-hmm.
But I also think I'm a pretty self-aware person. I feel like we were just talking about this before the podcast, but I feel like when you move through as many different spaces as we do, as many different spheres as we do, like I feel like you kind of have to, in order to be able to do that, you kind of have to develop some level of like, this is how other people perceive me. I think any comedian or performer,
right,
you have to have some level of like, this is how I come across and this is how I process things.
100%.
I also think like the basic formula for stand-up comedy now is like a warped perspective on a common thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like the whole of comedy is, are you able to communicate that warped perspective to your audience?
Right.
And so I think part of that is like a fundamental understanding of like how I see things is different than how other people see them.
Well, because you have to start from the same spot as everyone else.
Yeah, you have to have the same reference point and understand where you diverge.
Exactly.
So I feel like
you have to at least reference the shared reality, or else you're just out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's alt comedy.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah,
Got him. Got that,
nailed him.
that part of comedy that hasn't been active for 12 years.
It's been busy.
I'm in Nebraska.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not active there. We won't allow it. It's on the state books.
No, that's 100% fair. I live in Lauren Boebert's district.
Oh,
So,
boy.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not true anymore. She did one cool thing and then she bailed on us.
Yeah. What'd she do? What's the cool thing?
She jerked a guy off at
yeah.
Beetlejuice.
I wasn't sure if that's what you were...
Yeah, 100, what else would I be talking about?
Beetlejuice thing.
Yeah, she took a lot of people's rights away. But like, no, she committed a sex crime at Beetlejuice the musical. That's the only time I felt represented as a constituent.
Yeah,
and then she bounced.
Right. It's the only thing she left was a community theater that only does Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. I think I feel like I'm self-conscious, and I really that the part of like moving through so many spheres, and like as and sort of adapting to all of them and having to feel comfortable all the time in all these different weird situations.
Yeah.
Small town shows. Like when I teach comedy, I'm always like, you got to tell your jokes in Portland, Oregon, and Beatrice, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Like, and you have to be comfortable doing it all those places. And it is sort of a thing that makes you comfortable no matter where you are. And I think that is a skill that people don't talk about a lot.
Yeah, well, I see that. So I started on the road. I was already touring full time when I started doing stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I never really had like a home scene. And even still now, I don't really.
Right.
But the closest thing I've ever had was Nashville, which is already a lot of tourists. So it's a mixed bag anyways. But I would see people who would be like really strong comics in like New York or LA, and I would watch them just go eat shit in Huntsville.
Right.
Or like Lincoln.
Right.
Or wherever. Or even people who just anybody who's like very much in their bubble. Once you start to get out of that, once you are touring, you have to figure it out quickly. Like who is this crowd, and where do we align and not align?
Yeah, because you can have like a shared sense of reality with a large place like New York, but if you are like doing a Lincoln, you're in a Lincoln, or Nashville may be a bad example now because I think it's grown so much.
Yeah.
But like in a small place, you have to travel. You have to sort of experience all these different things, and you have to like understand that very, like almost, it doesn't seem like broad, but it, like a very small shared reality that everyone has. Because like we all know what, like if I do a joke about toaster strudels, like everyone knows what that is.
Yeah.
You know, but if I do a joke about the the CTA in Chicago, that's a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah.
For a joke that may or may not be worth telling in Beatrice, Nebraska.
Yeah, it's but again, I think a fundamental part of being able to do that is understand, like, I mean, so many comics have the, like, I know that I seem like whatever, or I know that I look like whatever. And I feel like you have to be some level of self-aware to be able to do this.
Right.
I mean, evidence would show it's not a hard and fast requirement, but
yeah,
I would say for the most part.
I agree, especially the road. I mean, just because you are moving through so many places.
Yeah.
You have to tie all the thoughts together.
Yeah.
And get everyone to pay attention and agree on one thing.
Yeah.
Most of the time. All right.
All right.
Do you think, this is for my conspiracy brain.
Great.
Do you think all these signals like Wi-Fi, radio, phone, and Bluetooth are doing something to our brain and heads on a biological level?
Probably.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
probably.
I don't know for real, but that's like the thing. It's like it has to at some point.
Yeah. I will say probably. My girlfriend's like a health food nut. And I like, my mind's like, whatever, like the Wi-Fi is probably eating a hole in my brain. I don't really care about it.
Right.
Although I did have to stop. I didn't know you were only supposed to eat like 2 cans of tuna a week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the producer, Jocelyn, has had that same problem.
Yeah. Well, I've been putting up big numbers for a long time. And then I saw somebody very casually mention that. And I was like, I might not float anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, my goal is always to leave like any coastal city with like detectable levels of mercury in my blood anyways, but I don't want to do that for tuna. Anyways, my point is like,
same.
I don't think it's a conspiracy so much as I'm just like, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, microplastics being a thing is more like this is probably all bad for us.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, like you probably use them and then maybe like 30 years from now, it's like, well, I can't smell salt anymore.
Yeah.
Because I use Bluetooth too much. I mean, is that really going to destroy my life? No. But at the same
like,
time, I'd prefer to have my full sense, all my senses.
Yeah. I mean, I think the opposite is, do you think they're doing something good?
That's true. I'm trying to read this. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I 100% they're doing something.
Right. Yeah.
I just almost. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, see, that's yeah. Oh, we can't. Everything seems just to be bad for us, but also we're living about the same amount that we did.
Yeah.
However long. Yeah, honestly, the things that affects my quality of life more than anything are pollen.
Yeah.
Are like the natural things.
Yeah.
If I wasn't in this time, I would be miserable because I'd have allergies so bad.
Yeah.
Which is scary to me because I'd just be one of the people they leave at the roadside, you know?
Yeah.
Because like because my ears ring from something. Never mind. Okay, I'm not going to complain about my allergies again.
No, but that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm allergic to red meat now.
Oh wow.
Did I rant at you about that? Usually, if I'm within 5 minutes of getting to a friend, I'm like, "You want to hear some bullshit?" I got bit by a bug in Florida, and now I can't have red meat anymore.
No shit.
Which you want to talk about conspiracy theories, but that's a real thing that happens.
Is wild.
Yeah, it's
What
a bummer.
Kind of bug?
It's usually a tick, but I guess it can also happen probably from like sandfly or some types of fly bites. And I spent 12 hours at a nude beach in Florida. And so
right.
it's not my fault.
But that's not like something that enters into your head of like, well, I better,
No.
not go to the beach. I might not be able to have a Philly cheesesteak ever again.
Yeah, I mean, like I explained, I spent 12 hours at a Florida nude beach. I knew I was leaving with a disease. I just wasn't guessing alpha gal syndrome.
Right. Wow.
But yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's a bummer. And I just thought, so I turned 30 last year.
Yeah.
And then, and got alpha gal probably like at about the same time. And then just started like randomly shitting my pants for the first time as an adult. And I, for months, was just like, your 30s. Which it turns out is not.
Right.
My girlfriend's 34, and I told her that, and she was like, no.
Right.
Serious medical issue.
Yeah. 30's not that old. It's not old at all.
It's not shit your pants now, old, as I have been informed.
Right. What age is that? I hope it's not
33.
40. Oh, no. I've been shitting my pants for 10 years. Someone should have told me.
We got to get you to a beach.
Yeah. What if that's some ways, like, I got to kick red meat. I guess I'm going to go get bit by a bug.
Yeah. But anyways, like, I don't know, a bug's going to get me the Wi-Fi. I just wanted to shoehorn that in because I'm really annoyed about it. And I also think it's kind of funny. But
I understand. I'm from Nebraska. If I couldn't eat red meat, I'd have to be from Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh, what a joke. So fun.
What were you talking about being accessible to? Do you think that's going to hit with your Transylvanian audience?
Maybe not eating red meat or the Iowa thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Most of my jokes don't hit with anyone, so like, why worry about one?
Yeah, no, I write for me, and if somebody else likes it, great. And if not, that's fine.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, we got probably about one question left.
One bit left.
One fun bit from the bag.
Okay.
So before we draw it, if you could, remind people where to find your stuff, who you are, and how they can check your stuff out.
My name is Hayden Kristal, and you can find me on social media. My full name at Hayden, Hayden Kristal. It is pronounced like the meth, but spelled like a stripper, so it's easy to remember.
Okay.
Do you know Lucy at Zany's in Nashville?
I do not.
We've been friends for 9 years. She books stuff there. We've been friends for 9 years, and she texted me like last week, and she was like, "What's your last name?" And I was like, "It's Kristal." And she was like, "Oh, I always thought that was your middle name." And I was like, okay. I've sent the 9 year. I've sent you W9s. Like, yeah.
I mean, that's it's from a performer point of view that makes sense, but also from a professional point of view.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You think you notice the difference, but
yeah. All right. What's this last?
The final one. What do you watch on YouTube? Because
man,
has their own little rabbit hole.
Can I be vulnerable on this podcast with
for
you?
That's
and
what it's for. It's for vulnerability.
Part of Eastern Europe. I pay for premium YouTube.
Okay.
So I don't have to do the ads and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I don't have a Spotify or any of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I love a good YouTube rabbit hole.
Yes.
There's a podcast that I love on YouTube, and it's these two cave divers who talk about cave diving.
That's cool.
Woody and Gus, they're awesome, and they I don't cave dive because it seems like insane.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah.
And I will say, like, I ride horses for fun,
right.
And that's what if your Vespa could be suicidal? That's what they're doing. But like those people are nuts, but they explain it really well, and it's really interesting. And I like when they talk about like I really like logistics. Whatever particular flavor of autism it is that I have is really tickled by like planning for trips, and I like when they talk about like planning your oxygen. But they also talk about like cave diving like mistakes, which is always rad.
Right.
And they share some really cool footage. So I'm big up, like I get a lot of cave diving specific recommendations.
Yeah, and cave diving doesn't seem like anything you want to make a mistake on. So
well, no, you either you have a great time or you die.
Right.
There's no whoopsie doodles in cave diving.
But it is so like dangerous and intriguing, and like it is one of those things that you can really enjoy without actually doing.
Oh yeah, like I love watching them do it, and like they're both. I think it's so interesting because they both are very like, and they're both instructors. They're super knowledgeable, and they both are just very. Even the podcast is like very relaxed and mellow, and they're very easygoing. It's not like the like Red Bull like jump out of a space shuttle like kind of thing. I think that's interesting, and the footage is beautiful. It's something I'm like, God, that's so cool. I'm never, ever, ever gonna do that.
Yeah, you probably can't be reckless in cave diving. You have to be metered. And you have to be thoughtful.
Oh well, I think you can be, but that's not for a long time.
Right. You can be reckless for a cave dive.
Yeah. And they talk about people who are and were.
Wow.
But that's great.
Cool.
But that's like, I would say a lot of my YouTube is wormhole stuff like that. I also love like the mountaineer stuff, and I don't do any of that. I'm not like an outdoorsy guy, but like I love watching people who are.
Yeah, I do survivalist stuff. I watch survivalist.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's kind of the.
What's the bushcraft?
Yeah, I enjoy that. I will say my big thing that nobody likes that I like is I love plane crash documentaries.
Oh,
and that's my thing on the plane.
Yeah,
that I watch those, and well, because hear me out. I love them. I think they're really interesting.
That
but like,
explanation.
What are the odds, Zach?
They're not good.
But what are the odds that goes down while I'm watching a plane crash doc?
What a way to put it.
I make the plane safer if you think about it. Really kind of doing the FAA's job.
You think about it, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm 100%. And if not, then what a fun little Easter egg for whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like crash investigation agent. They pick up on my phone. They're like, what the fuck? That's a treat. One more bit right in under the wire.
That's right.
Yeah.
About to make this whole flight and disaster ironic.
Yeah. I would say I'm just an artist. So they are great though.
That's it.
Mayday air disaster.
Yeah. I watch a lot of car crash compilations.
Those are great.
Yeah. Because I'm like, can I notice? Can I see where this went wrong? Would I have been able to stop before that person pulled out? A lot of time I think I can. I can sort it out.
You're doing like individual level like safety theater. You're your own little TSA.
Right. That's right. I read this book called The Frighteners, and it's about like why people are like get so engrossed with true crime and horror, and like why we follow our fears into our interests. And one of them, they talk about why people watch horror movies, and that's to sort of take survival tips from it, because they are sort of like confronting their fear and learning more about it.
Yeah.
Right. And I think I'm doing that with car crash videos.
Well, I've read that as an explanation of why women are so into true crime. But no, I think that makes sense. I also think it's like a safe way to confront things that you're afraid of. Like. That's
right.
I feel like you have some measure of control. What a note to wrap this bad boy up.
As the podcast is, it doesn't make any sense, and that's why people are saying it's not good.
Yeah, but that's just me.
What do you mean?
This is all of your reviews are on. They're all me.
I only have like all my reviews are 1 star. Going, I couldn't keep track. And it's like, I get it. That's fine. I don't know why anyone. No, it's
no. This is great.
Everyone likes it.
Yeah, that's a great idea for a podcast. And I mean, we're seconds from being done, and I haven't had to go to the hospital yet.
Hey, there's still time.
Yeah. The ceiling comes down.
It's a fucking plane crash. Like, you should have been watching a documentary.
You know what? And that would have been a good callback. That would have been a great way to wrap this up.
Yeah, we missed it again.
Yeah.
But I think that this will be the way we wrap it up, and even the end of the clip, because I might clip that last part. So if this is at the end of the clip, know that I'm not great at making podcasts or clips. That's been the podcast. You've been watching and listening to Stop It with Zach Peterson, and now you can stop it.
Yay!